Okay, guys, I think we're back on live here. So, what a beautiful start, and there we go. But today we have Gary Palmer, and we have, although I think I lost, did I lose Farah?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Farah's there.
We got 90 days.
But I only see 3. I don't see the 4th one.
That's funny. Can you hear me?
Here.
I don't see Farah on YouTube either.
Can you hear me?
Can
you not hear me? Oh, I'm so glad this isn't my fault.
Well, Farah, I don't think I can get you on. It may be because of the vertical format or something like that. I don't know what it is. It's very strange. You could hang up and let me dial you back in. Okay?
All right. Okay, let's do that.
Don't you guys just love it when I'm trying to get all this stuff going? Here we go. So, all right. And let me add Farah back in. Farah's on, looks like she's on pause. Remove her from the call. We're going to add her to the call. Let's see if that works. Because we really do want her on.
My inventory says I'm supposed to have one, but
Says she just joined. I don't know if that's a new call. I don't see her.
We add her on. Well, we have a lot of stuff to tell you guys.
I'm still off.
I think they can hear you, though, Farah. They can hear you.
Oh, I am. That's good to know.
Okay. All right. So,
She doesn't have her video enabled. She's got her video turned off, I think.
Enable my video. What am I doing wrong here? How do I enable my video?
Mm-hmm. Hey, guys. Oh, they say they hear you, Farah. So that will be...
Good.
Yeah.
I'm happy. That's enough for me. I'm going to see if I can enable my video here in 2 seconds.
Okay.
You guys can start.
We're going to start here. So, anyhow, I thank you for being with us this afternoon. We have, as I mentioned, we have quite a bit to cover today, and we are going to get started. Let's go ahead and start with Gary. Gary walked all this way from the UK, all right, and virtually walked. And Gary, you mentioned to me today that you were having a bit of a glitch that you wanted to pick Jerry's brain on. So,
yeah, hi Scott, hi Jerry,
Hey,
hi Farah.
that's I didn't hear about it, so this is a surprise to me.
It's an unusual one.
Okay.
We're using ExploreStars in solar system mode, so we're just literally telling it to point to the sun. And map all lines up, everything's good, we're imaging away. But when we shrink ExploreStars in Windows to just show the keypad, we're finding that every now and then the mount is jumping. When ExploreStars is fully open, covering the whole screen, we don't get the problem. So it's happened about 3 or 4 times now, because generally if I've got something like SharpCap running in the background, I want to see the screen that I'm imaging on. And it's weird. So
you just take the focus off of it. That's all you're doing. It's still running.
Everything's all running. So what I'm doing is shrinking the app up to one side of the screen, so it's just showing me the keypad. Mm-hmm. And then you actually hear the mount slew just very slightly. You're talking just literally off the edge of the sun. You can realign it, there's no problem, but it just only seems to happen when the app is shrunk.
I've not done that, so I'm not familiar with that specific error. But in terms of the operation of the ExploreStars, the controller, so you're saying it's still it goes off, it slews off the star, off the sun?
It goes off of the sun just to the edge. You can literally just make out the brightness, but you can hear the motors power up and move it.
So when you slewed to the sun initially, was it off the side and you manually pushed it back to center it? Is that what you did when
It was very slightly off, not, you're talking a minute amount.
Okay.
And then it's in track mode and it's tracking and we're moving around the sun. It's
Right.
more if I just leave it there on the sun.
Right.
Yeah, after, I haven't timed it, but let's say after 3 or 4 minutes, we've got a few clouds running through and all of a sudden you just hear it power up and move. It's not happening on the iPad when I use the iPad to control it, and it's not happening when it's full screen.
So this is on the Windows version?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's really weird about it is that when it's when he, he's resizing the screen, and it works better if it's sized small.
Because I have had it disconnect as well when it's resized. So when you resize
that's interesting. I've never tried running it, resizing it. I've never done that before, so I didn't realize you could resize to just show the keypad. I didn't realize you could do that.
Yeah, because you just shrink the edges over. And the reason for doing that is so that you can see the screen behind and you know where you're moving.
Right.
To.
Right. Did you notice? Have you been able to see, or maybe you didn't notice what the OTA value is as far as the coordinates?
No, I didn't. I haven't looked at that. All I can say is the last 2 times it has disconnected completely. So it's just the app's completely crashed away. So it stopped talking to the mount.
What kind of local traffic do you have?
Nothing. It's only me who's using it.
Yeah. So when you resize it, that seems to interfere with it's slewed off for some reason, and then B, it also seems to disconnect every once in a while. Is that what you're saying, basically?
Yeah.
When you resize the screen.
I mean, you can get it to reconnect straight away, but obviously it hasn't got the value. It hasn't got any values there. Then you can just put it into track mode and continue what you're doing.
Yeah, it'll pick up if you can close it completely and then reconnect, and it'll pick up where it left off, basically.
Yeah.
Do you know what version of the firmware? Do you have the A version of the firmware?
It's the latest one.
Okay,
yes.
So are you familiar with the A version though, that keeps the watchdog timer disabled so that when you disconnect, it doesn't stop tracking. Basically, it keeps tracking.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's okay. So that's good. I don't know why it would slew off the target just randomly. It doesn't make any sense to me, but we need to be able to repeat the thing and recreate it here also. So
Right.
that's something that we need to try. Like I said, I've never shrunk the screen to see what that does. I can try that out here at home and see what it does for me on the Windows platform. It doesn't, of course, you don't. I don't know if there's a way to shrink the screen on the
On a tablet.
iPad, the Android version on the tablet. Probably, I don't know.
I think they're just full size.
Yeah.
Because on the phones it's not sized correctly, is it?
The phone doesn't work yet. We don't have a.
Yeah.
We're getting really close with a phone app, but that hasn't been released yet. But it's not designed to work on a phone.
But yeah, what I will do is I will try it on wired and see whether it still does the same thing. Because this is under wireless.
Yeah.
I just.
And if we have any, other users that are using windows with, like on a desktop with ExploreStars. Perhaps you can try what Gary is experiencing and see, if if you have it full screen, if it will walk away from the sun. Make sure you have a solar filter on, folks.
Yeah, you can do this at night also. I'm actually running the ExploreStars app on my PC right now, and I just dragged it small to see what it looks like. But it'll go pretty small. It'll still show you the keypad and the OTA on the information pane, basically with all that. So I see that. So that's pretty cool. I didn't realize you could do that. So I'll give that a try and see. One thing I'd like you to do the next time is to pay attention to the OTA coordinates and see if they change. See if it jumps. I don't know when you notice it does it. Does it jump to the coordinate or does it slew?
It's actually it's on the sun, and it just slews off. It just literally moves to one side.
Okay, that's really odd.
So, but I might be able to try it on Luna because it's got the moon back up now. So
yeah.
I got Farah on finally here, so.
Oh, cool.
Hi, Farah. Anyways, you have a lot of fans that have been chiming in here. So, but Gary, thank you for spotting that, and we'll figure it out. So that's great. That's great. So, Farah, let's jump to you. You got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Oh yes. Definitely not as technical, but a little bit more fun, maybe. How are you guys doing?
We're good. We're good. We got lots of people on today. Our regular cast of viewers are watching, but we've got Dusty Gibson, Tyler Bowman, Wade Prunty, Brett Blake, Nicholas Rochia, guy who goes by Book 66, Chuck Staw. I think Chuck's is in the UK as well, and Wolfgang in Germany is watching. So, and if you haven't heard of Farah Payan from Woodland Hills Camera and Telescope, you are in for a treat. Now, Farah, Woodland Hills also does a lot of streaming. You guys are doing some amazing lectures. And so what can you tell us about, when is the next one anyways?
The next one is coming up on the 29th.
Oh, wow.
Simon's doing an amazing job. We're working with Chuck Astrophotography.
Chuck Ayub, right?
What's that?
Chuck Ayub from Chuck's Astrophotography, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic guy. Really a great person to have online. So,
Indeed. He's going to talk about how to use the gear that you have.
Well, he is the guy that's gotten every last drop out of the gear that he has. So, yeah.
So true. So, so the other one, sorry.
It's okay.
So the other one, the next speaker that we're going to have, this is all going to happen on the 29th at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
Okay.
Big Daylight, I believe. I'm sorry. Wayne from Starlight is going to talk about why we are going to need focusers at all times, especially if we're doing astrophotography. Okay. He's also promised us that maybe at the end we're going to have a little surprise. He hasn't kind of planned that out quite as well yet. He's doing his best to see if he can bring a surprise on board or not. And of course, we're going to have Greg Marshall about what you're at the observatory that talks about cable management.
Okay.
This is probably one of the few talks that we have 2 to 3 times a month. And we're always also very excited about it. It's always well attended and well reviewed afterwards.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, and you know, you guys share a ton of information. So, you know, you've had me on at least once, and I think a couple of times, and it's fun. You know, Simon, who does all the back end producing and you know, connections to all the broadcasts, does a great job. So now this will be on YouTube. Are you is it gonna be on Facebook too?
It's on YouTube.
YouTube.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So they go to, if you haven't already done this, you need to go to the YouTube channel for Woodland Hills Camera and Telescopes and subscribe and hit that little bell so that when they come on live, you get notified. And what else is going to happen during the program? Is it just a series of lectures this time, or do you have?
All we do is a series of lectures, and then hopefully the time after, it's quite tentative, but maybe sometimes in the middle of September, we're going to see if Rogelio would like to join us. He's just this amazing artist that does
How do you
beautiful
get all these
painting
great
and piano.
people? Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we're excited about that. And then we're going to have some discussions in reference to the difference between the CMOS and CCD cameras with a couple of experts. So we keep on building, and we're all very excited because people are responding to it.
Right, right. Well, that's good. That's good. And, you know, I know that during this time also, too, that you've been like crazy busy. So is your showroom back open now, or?
Limited amount.
Limited amount.
Because our staff, because of the limited staff. Talking about being busy. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody, every single of our clients that have put up with us with our delay of delivery, and are sticking with us and are helping us by being patient. They've been amazing. We've been so blessed with so many clients that are keeping the business with us, and they are allowing us to serve them. I think it's such an amazing blessing that we get people that call and thank us for delivering them their scopes. It's really an interesting time, I have to say.
I cannot remember. I mean, we have all been, I mean, we went through Halley's Comet together, and we went through, you know, the Mars opposition and the impact of Comet Shoemaker leaving 9 and the eclipse of 2017, the eclipse across America and stuff like that. These monster events, but no one predicted that this pandemic would create so much business in the astronomy industry. We were all preparing, actually really what we were preparing for was a downturn in business because we knew people would not be able to get out to star parties, maybe they wouldn't be going outside much, that kind of thing. But people focused on what they could do, you know, whether it was getting a bicycle, some outdoor exercise gear, maybe some camping, and then because of the, you know, our telescopes are used outdoors, we got this lift too. And so we're very fortunate for that. It has created a scenario where a lot of equipment has gone out of stock, you know, so, you know, I've been showing, from time to time, I've been showing people, you know, what we do have in stock, like these 52-degree waterproof eyepieces, which I know you carry. And, you know, what do you have? Let's talk a little bit about what that Woodland Hills has in stock right now, whether it's Celestron gear, Mead gear. What do you have a lot of right now that you can talk about?
We try to keep our site up to date as much as we can, but there's always some errors here and there. There's no question about it. But what we have are Exos 100 mounts, Exo 2 GCPMs.
Oh, you have IXOS 100 mounts. Wow, okay.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people looking for those.
We're lucky enough to stock up on your mount, which is nobody else has anything in that class left. It's $799. It's PMC. It has a PMC8 in there. It's XO2 GT PMC8.
Okay.
Which carries all the way to 8 or 9.25-inch telescope, which is
Right.
really a blessing. Those are mounts that are next to impossible to find. But we're lucky enough to have a limited number of them.
Right.
And of course, we have the affordable XO2 GTs that are go-to mounts on equatorial for only $475.
All right. That's the same
So-
tripod and everything as the Exos 2 PMC8 system. Now, you mentioned you also have iXOS 100 mounts too?
Yes, we
Wow,
have some of
okay.
these left, not a lot, which is really exciting.
Can we buy them back
Um,
from you so that we have
Oh,
some?
I'm so sorry. You made a mistake of selling them to us.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Okay,
true.
so-
Dealers like Woodland Hills did buy up, and they were smart to do so because they went quick. They went really quick. Well, that's cool. That's cool.
Of course, the 102, you can't really forget about the 102. That's on sale right now. We have some inventory there.
There you go. There you go. That's right. Mm-hmm. Right.
And oh, ADEDs, of course.
ADEDs, right? Yeah, we want a
Those are
nice
I
wide
wanted to-
field grab and go telescope. That's right. But let's stop talking about Explore Scientific stuff. What else do you have? What do you have in Celestron that people
Of
can just
course.
pick up right now?
They come and go. Some CGXs,
Okay.
equatorial mounts by
Nice mount.
Celestron.
Hmm.
Some CGEM2s, of course, CGXL. What we have that is really exciting and it doesn't last very long are some ZWO inventory.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you guys want ZWO cameras, this is a good place to pick up some of that.
Yeah,
some
we
of those
have some
models.
decent inventory right now.
Mm-hmm.
It'll last us probably about a week at best, but
Right.
it's, you have to be grateful for what we have. And we're even more grateful for the customers that come and place orders on our line, on our site.
Hey, of course. Of course.
It's just amazing
Right. Right.
that our regular clients are sticking with us and they're being patient with us. I'm really grateful for that.
Right. Dave Ing wants to know if you have any cool ZWO cameras in stock.
Lots.
Lots. Dave, immediately go to the telescopes.net website and pick one up. Right? That's great. So, well, let's see. Do we have any more questions here? You guys have questions for Woodland Hills at all? Except, well, Dave Ing says he's on your site right now. So,
Well, thank you.
mhm. So
Thank
that's
you.
great. That's great. What else can we discuss, Farah? I mean, so much has been going on. I do keep track of you. When COVID first set in, it was just you and just a couple of people were working there, right? For a while?
Yeah, that's right. It was Kurt and I
That's
and
it.
Steve, three
Right.
of us
Oh, okay.
who were working, and we kind of stuck it out. And that was the time that we started doing the videos on a regular basis.
Right. Right. Yeah.
And,
And you participated in the virtual need.
Boy, I remember we used to have amazing traffic. Go ahead.
Yeah, I said, and you participated in virtual NEAF as well. There was
Yeah.
there were
That's right.
not a lot of dealers that did that. I think they missed out. So, have you done any other kinds of virtual sales kind of things since that time?
We're looking into that to see if we can do virtual sales. But something else that's pretty popular is Dr. D's podcast. That
Oh,
we
that's
have
right.
a new one every Thursday.
That's right. And we had Dr. D on one of our star parties. So he sat in and
That's right. That's sweet.
talked a little bit. So we are looking, we're doing star parties every Tuesday night, starting at about, your time would start at right at 8, is that right? No,
Yeah,
7
8
p.m.
p.m.
7 p.m. Pacific
7
time.
p.m., right.
Yeah, so if
We
you
get
have,
on a half an hour early to get ready, but it's at 7 p.m.
That's
when it
right.
starts.
that's
I
right.
think so.
And we have Northern and Southern Hemisphere astronomers. This Tuesday night we'll have Kelly Beatty will be on with us, and David Levy. I always get her name a little messed up because it's a little unusual. Sanil Buxton is, I think, her name. And she's from the Planetary Science Institute, so she'll be on. It'll be really cool. And of course, you guys are welcome to join us if you have any time at all. So, so we'll give you the log on for that. But it's a lot of fun doing these kinds of things. I think that in one way, we're able to reach more people than we would otherwise. If you counted up all the people that watched your monthly broadcasts and stuff, that would be a very large star party indeed. So
That's what I understand. I understood that Daniel was telling me it was really a cool event.
right.
I missed it. I'm sorry that I missed it last Tuesday.
Okay. So Tim Myers is saying he's looking at filter wheels. And Carlos says Daniel Mounsey is a treasure and a pleasure to talk to on astronomy and astronomical products. Big thumbs up. Let's see,
thank
what else
you.
do we have here?
We do have filter wheels, yes.
Right? Well, there we go. And you know what else is kind of popular right now is the ASI Air. Is that something you
Yeah.
guys keep in stock as well?
We have some left, yes. We still have
All
some
right,
left.
folks. If there's anything you guys want, don't hesitate because this stuff is going quickly. It's going very quickly.
Do you still have Comet Hunters? Do you still have those?
Oh, that was a
No,
very
I know she
sore
doesn't have Comet
subject.
Hunters. She calls me
Very.
all the time for those.
Yeah.
So, Jerry, we have to refer that back to Scott, I think.
Yeah, you have to refer that back to me. And my answer is no, we don't. Unfortunately not.
We get people asking about it all the time since they've been out, since you can't get
People
them
only
now.
want what you don't have, okay? So if you don't have it, you're going to get a zillion phone calls for it. So, but it's true that Woodland Hills did sell. They sold all of the remaining inventory of Comet Hunters, and and it looks like that we're to the got down to the very last piece already. So, which is sad, but they did a great job.
I'd like to put in a word edgewise here, but we have something that's even more exciting than Comet Hunter,
Mhm.
or the 152, the EDs, the 6-inch ED
That's true.
reality.
That's true. That's right.
There, you can never, ever again purchase another 6-inch ED scope at the prices that we have it set up. Explore Scientific.
That's
They're
right.
amazing.
Yeah, and I can tell you that Woodland Hills bought up our entire stock of that. So if you're looking for a very nice ED 6-inch Apo, Woodland Hills has the best deal in town. They really do. The only deal in town at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. We suggest highly you take a look at it. I don't think there will be another opportunity to buy something so precious at such an amazing price.
Thank you.
We don't have a lot of them. We have just a few left.
Well, there we go. There we go. Is there any other things that you would like to let the audience know, Farah?
Please be patient with us. We're doing our very best here.
Right.
And our customer service is still trying to stay open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday. We still try to answer the calls, every single call. If you leave a message, we'll call you back. We're hiring.
Oh,
If
you need some
anybody's
employees. Okay. Hey, guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Love
right.
to hear from you.
Right.
If you have extra time and you want to do something fun, let us know. It doesn't matter where you're located. We'll take you on.
That sounds like a good job to
That's
me.
a great job. Get to work from home and do astronomy stuff all day long.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
You might get a couple calls from our audience today.
Yeah, Gary Palmer might be calling you from the UK, so he could do the night shift. So
That's right. 24/7.
that guy, he doesn't sleep anyways. So. He doesn't sleep
that
anyways. Well, okay. Well, Farah, thank you for coming on the show. Thank you. I know that you're busy. We could hear the
Sure.
phone,
Thank you for
phones
giving me
ringing
the
like
opportunity.
crazy over there. So
Thank you.
take care. Thanks,
for
Farah.
inviting.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Well, let's get Jerry back on here. It's hard to have the little chat widget on and then to not cover up like Jerry's face with it.
Oh yeah, I don't mind.
You don't mind? There we go. Nicholas said he can work for a few bucks and some products. That's right. Now be careful, guys. When you go into a business like this, you'll start using up your entire paycheck to buy gear, okay? Because you'll be able to buy it at an employee discount, right? So,
Yeah,
so that's
right.
the deal. Anyhow, yeah. But let's talk about the OpenGOTO community, Jerry. We were talking about beginners jumping in head first with both feet.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
And you were commenting on that.
Yeah, I've got a couple of customers. Actually, one was on Cloudy Nights that I reached out to. Let's see. Let me. I'm going to share my desktop so I can bring up.
Book 66 says that's okay. I need gear.
I guess I can show these emails that I got and talk about my responses and kind of talk to it. Let me. Why can't I get to that? All right. I've got a story I want to share also at some point here, but there's this first email was from a fellow named Richard Chiro, Chiaro, and he's the one I think I reached out to him on Cloudy Nights, and he wanted to thank me for doing that, and also has a few questions about his problem. He's setting up his system. He's got an IXS 100, and the first question he had was about the Wi-Fi. So typically, if you've got some Wi-Fi traffic around, you may have some dropouts. We did discuss a dropout problem that Gary was having earlier, and that's not related to that. I don't think. I think that's more related to the way ExploreStars is working. But in this regard, if you've got quite a bit of Wi-Fi traffic, you'll have dropouts. Maybe. And depending on what channel you're on. So we provide a little thing called a dongle that allows you to switch the channel on the Wi-Fi module and go to another channel that maybe doesn't have near as much traffic on it, which should clear your connection up and allow the connection to maintain itself. So that was the first piece of advice I told him about. He wasn't aware. I don't believe he was aware of the dongle, although it's included in the box. And you'll see it looks like a little phone connector. It's got an RJ12 connector on it. It's a little length of shrink tubing that covers the wire. Some people think it's an antenna and plug it in. And they'll say that their IXS 100 doesn't work anymore. It can't connect because it's resetting. When you have that plugged in, it changes the channel and resets and starts up again, and then it does it again. Every time it boots up, it will recognize that the thing's in there and reboot. So you don't leave it in your plugged into your ST, and it plugs into the ST4 port also. That's the other thing. So that's not an antenna. That's just a little dongle that allows you for us to quickly and easily change the channel. That's the first thing. The other thing, he had a question about his setup, and we talked about this earlier with the 102 scope, the ED 102. That's set up. It comes with a couple of extenders, but he had a little QHY5 style camera and nothing else. He wanted to basically replace his eyepiece with this camera. And he was asking why he had to put his diagonal on there, and Scott cleared it up to me. The spacing for the extenders, the amount of extenders we provided, really allows more space for your imaging train, which may include a filter wheel and a bigger camera and stuff like that. So that's really what it's for. So if you're just going to use a replacement for an eyepiece in terms of a camera system, like a planetary camera, then you still need to use the diagonal. Is what you're probably going to have, and that's probably applies to any of our scopes. Is that correct, Scott? On the refractors, right? Mm. Right, right. So he had another question about the alignment and when to use a virtual. He's doing a pretty good physical alignment, I think. Let's see.
You know, I did everything wrong today.
What's
I know
that?
people can hear me now. And we're having an echo problem, which I'm not sure why that's happening.
Oh, really? Is it on my side?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I don't hear myself on any echo that Gary or you would
Yeah.
feed back to me.
I can hear it here. It's not your smoke alarm anyway.
No, that's the least of our worries, right?
Are you guys still hearing echo right now?
The old tennis on the screen, it's like a little click. You keep hearing.
Yeah, I hear that. That's the chat stuff popping up is what.
It
Scott
went away
was
when I
saying.
muted. Okay. So.
I hear that clicking sound.
Yeah, that's people. That is people. Let me look at something here. Well, I will mute while you guys talk. How about that? And when I want to talk, I will unmute.
Does that solve the issue with Gary hearing the echo?
Yes. Yeah, it's gone now.
Oh, okay. All right. So one of the things that he asked about was the difference between the virtual alignment, the 2 or 3 star ExploreStars alignment system, which is I call a virtual alignment, and then a physical alignment. And he's asking about how to get accurate pointing. Yeah, and what's the process to using plate solve with ExploreStars? So basically, I outline it as being you basically slew to the object. It's in point mode at that point, at that time, I should say. Then you manually center the object. Okay. That'll put it in manual or track mode. And then you'll hit the sync button, and that will realign the motor counts to the object. Okay. And then to get back into using the virtual alignment mode, you just hit the icon to go back to point mode. And it should be centered on the object and tracking the object using the model if you've done a 2 or 3 star alignment. So that's the process. And he was asking about that, how you work that. So that's what I've presented to him. And he's asking if he needs to go to a bright star and do a plate solve and then slew to the object. Typically, you should just be able to slew to the object and do a plate solve. And if it accomplishes that, then you do a sync, and it should be good to go. Then you can slew back to the object directly. You don't have to go off to another star or anything like that. There's one other thing that he asked about. Well, he was talking when he was reading. He loves the fact that there was a lot of information on our forum, and there's a lot of people and a lot of things to find out about the system. But he felt a little intimidated, which a lot of beginners will feel intimidated reading our forum, and they run across these threads talking about some technical details. At least it's really technical to them. They're not familiar with the system yet. And he feels a little bit of intimidation in that way, which is it's understandable. You know, you're just learning the system, and you want to find everything you can about it. But just rest assured, any beginner out there that's listening to this that may feel a little intimidated, just ask us a question. Just ask the question. It can be as basic as you want it, as you need it to be.
Mm-hmm.
We'll try to walk you through it and lead you down the path of learning the system, and that's our goal. You will find a large range of information on our forum, from the beginning, basic questions, all the way out to the highly technical, stuff that I'm directly involved with a lot of times. So yeah, don't be afraid to ask a question on the forum.
That's right. That's right. So is everybody hearing an echo now? I'm doing my sound checks.
I don't hear an
audio
echo
and video checks and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear it now, do you? Okay. Because I found a little check mark that was unchecked. It says use echo cancellation.
Oh, that's a good. That was put there just for you, Scott.
Oh my God.
That
Okay.
was just for you.
All right, Guy. We have such a forgiving audience. You know that.
Oh yeah.
And I will say the one thing is that no one can throw a tomato at you while you're in a virtual stage. So
Yeah,
they can throw maybe.
They haven't done virtual tomatoes yet. I guess somebody can invent
It's
that.
coming. You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's great. Okay. All right. So what else do we want to talk about? We talked about the possible anomaly in ExploreStars and tracking the sun by shrinking the app. We talked about beginners jumping in with both feet. Farah joined us. We have the virtual Star Party 4, which is happening tomorrow night. All three of us will be there. Plus, we have Cesar Barolo and Rodrigo Zeleda from South America. Steve Malia will join us again. We have scientists from the Planetary Science Institute with us. If I didn't already mention it, Kelly Beatty, David Levy. It's going to be a great star party. And I wanted to mention to you, this is really important. It's great we don't have echo while I'm talking about this. But the Astronomical League has come on as an official sponsor of our door prizes. Okay, and so we're going to start by today giving away something. Okay, and this will be yay! That's right, that's right. So here, I'll give a little applause. Yay! That's right. And so we will start off with an 82-degree 1.25" eyepiece of your choice. That's a nice prize. Okay. And so what this is going to require, things are being done just a little bit different because the Astronomical League is coming on board. We need you to like the Astronomical League page on Facebook if you're a Facebook person. If you're not, that's not actually going to be a requirement, but I would like to make it a requirement. Some of you don't go on Facebook, all right? And we're not going to exclude you from the door prizes. So at the very least, say something nice about the Astronomical League. You need to become at least a free member of the Explore Alliance. And so there's a link on this posting, and you can go there and sign up as a free member because only members can win. Okay, and we are the Explore Alliance and the Astronomical League are getting together to be on more official basis. But we have been a longtime supporter of the Astronomical League's National Young Astronomers Award. We started that when I announced the company in 2008. I was at an Alcon meeting during their awards banquet, and we gave the National Young Astronomers Award at that time, and the Leslie Peltier Award for a lifetime achievement in astronomy. So, and there is a link there. The Astronomical League is an international organization. You can join internationally. Explore Alliance is international. You can join that internationally. That's fine. And to win a door prize, you can be anywhere in the world, and we'll ship it to you. So. So that's it, and we're going to let Jerry ask the question, okay, if he has one ready. I'm not sure. I'll spring it on him.
That's good.
Yeah.
Just having a think now.
I've got one if you need.
Go
know
for
how-
it. It's a little
It
bit
might
quick,
be.
that's not-
You got one, Jerry?
Astrophotographers would know this.
Okay, this is the question.
What's the difference between JNOW and J2000?
JNOW and J2000. So the way you're going to enter your answer, don't put it in chat, okay? You're going to send it to Kent@ExploreScientific.com, just like we do for the star parties, okay? And then we are going to cross-reference the person that answers first, making sure that they are a member of Explore Alliance as well. So you got a little bit of time. The best strategy would be to answer right away, and then if you're not a member, go join. Go join right away. So, okay. You want to state the question again, Jerry?
Yeah, what's the difference between JNOW and J2000?
Okay. All right. Okay. So, again, you don't want to give away the answer on the chat, okay? You want to send it to Kent@ExploreScientific.com. And you need to join Explore Alliance.
You think that's a good question, Gary?
Yeah.
That's a good question, right?
Yeah. I need to write a few down and keep them on my pad here.
Yeah.
That's
right.
I mean, they're getting a nice eyepiece. You have to work a little bit for that.
Oh, yeah.
You have to know something.
Nicholas says, I need to better me English.
Google Translate.
That's cool. That's fine. Okay, so we talked about Virtual Star Party 4. We're going to have 2 star parties this month, or this week. And we have Virtual Star Party 5, the European edition. And Gary Palmer is heading that up. He's gotten several people lined up right now, and I'll get details. He covered he covered it with me verbally today. Apparently, I can't even talk. Okay, everything's gone wrong today, but I'll get the list from him, and we'll go at it from there. I know that Steve Malia has also volunteered to do solar. Okay, at the same time that you will be doing nighttime work, so that's kind of cool. Okay. So we're really looking forward to that. This is our first try at a virtual star party in Europe, and so it's going to be a lot of fun. And there will be door prizes there too, so you're going to want to get involved. And then lastly, what I wanted to talk about was the CloudyNights Forum. You'll see them tagged in this show towards the end, but Cloudy Nights is going to start live streaming this show as well, somewhere on their website. I'm not exactly certain where that's going to be yet, but we will direct you there when that all comes to fruition, which I expect will happen in the next few days. So anyhow, Wade says Jennifer Lopez now versus Jennifer Lopez in 2000.
You can submit
Jennifer,
that
if you're
answer.
listening, we're sorry.
Submit it and see if it's right.
Yes, see if that's right. That's right. But anyways, guys, thank you. Thank you for hanging in there with us as we tripped all over ourselves today. I think that we got all of our glitches worked out, and we will see you twice tomorrow at 4 o'clock, and then again 4 o'clock Central with this show, and then at 9 p.m. with Virtual Star Party. So take care and keep looking up.
Right.
Thanks.